Hey, bud, what happened to your clothes?
I got molested in the little boy's room.
Greetings, Alliance members. Filth Wizard here. The spooky season is upon us, so I'm going to crank out a few episodes this month that I'm calling the CCA Schlocktober Crappening. And what better way to kick this off than with one of the weirdest horror films I've ever seen. I'm talking about 1990's Night Killer for my series that I'm calling
What the did I just watch?
Once again, we find ourselves with an Italian director who wanted to shoot his movie in the US to give it that authentic American feel for better marketing. But the director and crew spoke no English, sowing pure chaos on the set with a finished product that is nothing short of concentrated WTF. Also, unintentionally hilarious.
I told you not to call me anymore!
If any of this is sounding familiar, well, that's because it is. Astute horror fans have probably already sussed out that this director is none other than the infamous Claudio Fragasso, the man responsible for Troll 2.
Oh my god!
Except instead of shooting in Utah, this time he shot in the resort town of Virginia Beach, Virginia. As someone who spent a good chunk of his childhood living there, I can confirm that this was an extremely odd choice. It's the ugliest place I've ever lived. Much of this is reflected in Night Killer, with backgrounds filled with sun-faded signage and drab winter lighting. On top of all this nonsense, the director wanted this film to be a psychological thriller. The producer was not impressed with the footage and hired famed Italian schlockster Bruno Mattei to shoot extra gore, all behind Fragasso's back. The end result looks like a heavy Nightmare on Elm Street knockoff, but marketed in Italy as the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 3, and it all plays out just as crazy as it sounds, but in a manner much different than Troll 2.
Nothing does it to me like fried chicken.
Let's take a gander, shall we? Hey, real quick, we're a small channel that has been growing lately. We've developed an extremely awesome fan base here. We all love you guys so much. Thanks for your comments. They are so fucking funny. The CCA is costing around $140 a month. So I am starting a super fun and rewarding Cinematic Crap Alliance Patreon. $3 gets you a lifetime invite to the Discord. We got 3 tiers in there with great stuff like have your name in the credits or have your name read out loud during an episode, a monthly movie watch that you can watch with me and other members of the High Council. Top tier rewards includes really fun stuff like actually participating in an episode with us and help us rating a movie. So yeah, we really hope this gives us a chance to interact with our fans. It helps us keep going and motivates us to make more, better content. Thanks for checking it out. We really appreciate it. All right, enough of that. The lunacy of Night Killer starts right out of the gate. Our nameless villain, Timo version of Freddy Krueger in a cheap rubber mask and claws, stalks a topless dancer in her dressing room, while the other dancers rehearse the most 80s dance routine ever.
Smile! Yeah, right.
But forget the boobs and the gore. The real entertainment comes when the actress playing the choreographer forgets her lines, but instead of calling cut and redoing the scene, the director leaves her flailing and includes the entire uncomfortable monologue in the movie.
This show sucks. And the rate you're going, Charles, with your head down, I don't know. We might as well. It's never go on. I don't know what to do. Look, I'm really nervous. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna get her, and all right. I'm a little nervous. You have to forgive me. Please. Go rehearse this without me. I'm gonna get Elizabeth. Can you please? Without me.
Slow clap, ladies and gentlemen. That is one for the books. Cut to our main character, Melanie, played by Tara Buckman, who you may remember from Silent Night, Deadly Night, The Cannonball Run, and one of our CCA favorites, Never Too Young to Die. Melanie absolutely loves to take out her knockers, especially while receiving numerous harassing phone calls. One of my favorite pastimes, by the way.
You're fine. Mrs. Beck.
She's attacked by Budget Burn Demand and lives only to have trauma, rendering her unable to relay who the killer is. The second Melanie leaves the hospital, her role as an asshole magnet continues as some random guy in a Jeep catcalls her.
Whoa! Hey, sweetheart! Gonna wet your whistle?
And then follows her into a bathroom. The Jeep creep actor is Peter Hooton, who once played Marvel's Doctor Strange in a 1978 TV movie, which I've never seen. Couldn't tell you anything about it. Melanie whips out a gun, makes him strip, leading to this absolutely absurd dialogue.
Hey, bud, what happened to your clothes?
I got molested in the little boy's room.
Now, would you believe me if I told you this is where the movie starts to get weird? Melanie decides that she's had enough and goes to the beach to end it all with booze and pills, only to have her attempt thwarted by Jeep Creep, who induces some comical vomiting with seawater. Wow. Then he keeps Melanie as his sex slave in an inexplicably inescapable hotel room. Why did I write this? That is stupid. All right, I'm just gonna go with it anyways. In an inexplicably inescapable hotel room. Anyway, this part is really uncomfortable and goes on for way too long. And the longer it goes on, the more shiny his face gets. I'm not sure what's going on there, but on the upside, the hotel manager seems like a cool guy.
Listen, I don't want any funny business, or I call the police. Is that clear?
Don't worry. Won't be any more disturbances.
All the while, Slashy McMaskface finds new victims and redefines the term self-pleasuring. He's easily the most likable character in this movie, mostly because they gave him all of the choice dialogue.
I'm crazy about your body. Do you know the story of Little Red Riding Hood?
No! You're dead!
I was pretending. I'm really Santa Claus.
This is where the psychological thriller part of the movie kicks in. I don't want to spoil the ending because it has one of those crazy twists that is so stupid you would never guess it in a million years. But I will say that creepy Jeepy guy saves the day by killing Betty Kruger, and Melanie ends up with him in the end.
I didn't work off enough steam.
Yeah, that guy. Like, what the f***? It all kind of makes sense in context at the end, but you're definitely left wondering,
What the did I just watch?
As far as my PIM rating goes, performances gets a 9 for me. Tara Buckman makes some bizarre choices, probably because she had no idea what the director wanted. Peter Hooton's Jeeper Creeper was delightfully manic. The hotel manager, the choreographer forgetting her lines, and whoever voiced Freddy Krueger all had me in stitches. Ineptitude mostly goes to the director. He certainly tried something, but it just turned into a goofy disaster. The awful rubber mask and claws. I give it a 7.5. WTF obviously gets a perfect 10, as does overall fun. I absolutely adore this movie. It's ridiculous. All right, that's going to do it for this episode. Keep a lookout for more of the Schlocktober crappening and our big annual High Council Halloween special. It's always a lot of fun. As always, if you like our content, please like and subscribe. And please do check out our new Patreon, link in the description. Thank you so much. Stay filthy, my friends. Filth Wizard out.